All right, y'all, today I'm trying America's best barbecue restaurants, including this one with a massive meat pit. A restaurant that serves a mysterious white sauce, and a restaurant that's been serving only one item for over 100 years. And I have one goal in mind, to find out which style of barbecue is my favorite. And my first stop is in the great state of Texas for Salt Lick Barbecue. You can't talk about barbecue and not include Texas. Texas claims that they have the best barbecue. They'll even fight you for that statement. Came to this restaurant because they're one of the only ones that smokes their meat on top of this pit. I still don't know what to call this thing. A smoker, bonfire, fireplace, chimney. It smells so good in here. It smells like America. I've had a lot of meat in my day. I'm always trying to figure out who has the best meat. To figure that out, I need to try every single meat, maybe even the chef's meat. I got a tray of everything that was on that pit. Starting off with their beef ribs. Look how massive these are. A little bit medium, well done. This thing is saucy. It's like a glazed barbecue sauce. I was watching the chef lather up all the ribs. He takes like a mop, bucket of sauce, and gets to cleaning all the meat. The meat pit in there is humongous. They told me they go over 1,000 pounds of meat in a day. How much meat do you go through a day?
Like 1,000 pounds.
They use Texas live oak to handle all this meat. The cook was literally putting his head inside the pit. They've got all the meat sitting right on top of the pit with the glizzies dangling from the top. Also got their bison ribs. Never had bison ribs. These are a lot skinnier than the beef ribs. They got a loaded menu. The prices are pretty decent, nothing too crazy. I'm really curious to see if this tastes the same as a cow. A lot tougher than a beef rib. It's as tough as like beef jerky. Oh, good though. Here's the brisket. I got it a little burnt and not too fatty. Add some BBQ to that. Not too greasy, not too slimy. I like their brisket. It doesn't make me feel too greasy after I eat it. The vibes and the atmosphere at this place is amazing. They got about like 3 different rooms you can eat at. They even got picnic areas outside you can eat at. Look at their gizzards. Here are their pork ribs, and I got some of their spicy barbecue sauce on top of it. I can tell a lot of their meat is seasoned a little bit with this dry rub. Their barbecue sauce got a little bit of like a honey mustard type of taste. Even their bread looks so flavorful. Crack her open. A bickle, little turkey sandwich. They fire up the grill as early as 7 a.m. The turkey's all right. Very, very thick turkey. I got a half pound of almost everything and I'm getting stuffed. Here's their chicken. Looks like a little bit barbecue sauce grilled on top of it. I barely made a dent on this tray. Here's some of their pulled pork. Still very, very moist. I like how this didn't get dry. Next, I got their sides, beans, potato salad, and coleslaw, and some creamy, creamy mac and cheese. Look how creamy that is. Peppery, milky, very, very creamy. And the noodles are perfectly soft. Ooh, here's their baked beans. Their baked beans taste like some chili, coleslaw. Ooh, that is some strong, acidic coleslaw. Never seen potato salad like this dark. Got a different type of seasoning than usual potato salad I've had. Almost got like a paprika taste, like a spicy seasoning. Here's their pulled pork sandwich on their nice, fluffy, rounded bread. It doesn't look very pulled, more like it was chopped up. After eating all that food, I need some good dessert. I got their chocolate pecan pie. I'm here on a Monday, so it's not too busy. I got my food to go. It was only like a 5 to 10 minute wait. All the food is ready, prepared. I see why a lot of people think this is one of the best barbecue spots. They do not disappoint. Very simple, very friendly. One of the best pies I've ever had. Nice caramel texture on top. I'm at their Driftwood location. This location is huge. It's spread out through so many acres. They even got a wine cellar here. They've got like 3 more locations. 2 of them are inside the airport. This is their location at the Dallas airport. That's actually pretty crazy. You can hop off the plane and get some barbecue. Got a good amount of their sauce left. Might just go home and oil myself up with it. My next saucy stop is in Sweet Home, Alabama. I'm at Big Bob Gibson Barbecue. There's a lot of mystery surrounding this place. Big Bob has changed the game of barbecue itself. Big Bob is supposedly the creator of white barbecue sauce. Yes, you heard that right. Barbecue sauce, but white. I really want to know what's so special about this white sauce. Why did they feel the need to change the color of a sauce that was already so popular? As soon as you step in, you're met with all their awards. Just sat down and every table comes with this bottle of white barbecue sauce. This is the white sauce I've heard so many stories about. Their menu's pretty big with a lot of award-winning plates. I just got a tray of literally everything. I got St. Louis ribs, quarter chicken, pulled pork, brisket, and mac and cheese and beans, and their famous sweet tea. That is sweet. I got the chicken already smothered in white sauce, but we gotta add some more. And their piece of chicken. Oh my god. The white barbecue sauce gives it that vinegar lemon pepper taste. Alabama white barbecue sauce is a mixture of apple cider vinegar, cayenne pepper, salt, mayonnaise, and a lemon all tossed in a bowl. This is really not bad for 30 bucks. And it also came in like 5 to 10 minutes. So customer service is lightning fast. This might be hands down one of the best chickens I've ever had. Next are their St. Louis spare ribs. Look at the meat on that. Literally just slips off the bone. Tastes like some honey. Let's try some with their magic sauce. This sauce can literally go on anything. Got some bread. Might just have to add some on the bread. All right, here's their brisket. Looks burnt and meaty, not too lean. I can taste how smoked it is. It's lacking a little bit of flavor. Here's their pulled pork shoulder. This and the chicken is really what they're famous for. Looks a little dry, but busted a load on there. That's actually really dry. Big Bob, we got something to work on. The sauce definitely just saved them. Onto their sides, look at their mac and cheese. Nicely burnt cheese on the top. Looks good. I got high expectations for this one. Look at that mac. That cheese is cheesing. Tastes like it got like 5 different types of cheese. I love some thick, but still very smooth mac and cheese. And their beans, nothing too special. You already know I had to get dessert. I got their peanut butter pie. For 30 bucks, I really don't think you could beat that tray. The vibe in here is very Alabama. This pie is amazing. This pie is the death of me. Honestly, some of the best barbecue I've had for around 30 bucks. Now I see why they won so many awards. In the back, they got the smokers that they use for these competitions. These things are humongous. Alabama might know a thing or two about barbecue. This is probably the only white sauce I'll put in my mouth. What surprised me the most is that it literally could go on anything. It made everything taste so much better. I gotta hurry up and get back to the airport to head to our next stop. But first, I'm getting a little thirsty. Next, I'm headed to Arkansas for Jones Barbecue Diner. No, this is not that one commercial.
Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage. Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage. Better come down here, get some of this shit.
I came here because of all the history that surrounds this place. They're supposedly the oldest black-owned restaurant in America. They've been serving one menu item since 1910, and they've even made it on lists for the top 50 restaurants in America.
Up from the ashes. That describes the rebirth of Jones Barbecue Diner in Marianna, Arkansas. After a devastating fire earlier this year, the historic eatery has not only reopened, but as WREG's April Thompson reports, the diner has made its way onto the New York Times list of the 50 best restaurants in the U.S.
And he can sell out in an hour or two. I got here pretty late. It's like 7:45. I really hope he got some food left. This should be an interesting one. Just look how small it is. I think this is his house. Wasn't sure if I was supposed to knock or ring a doorbell. I was literally just stepping into this man's home. Look at that. This is what they've been serving for so many years. Just a very simple sandwich. Pulled pork sandwich with a little bit of coleslaw in there. Arkansas Barbecue specializes in pork, whether it be pulled, chopped, or sliced. He honestly packs this thing. Look at this. Pretty packed to the brim. I've had pulled pork from Texas, Alabama, all over the place. But I don't think I've ever had pulled pork this moist, this wet, and just this flavorful. This thing's got so much flavor just packed into it. I was not expecting it to be this good. This is like, now I see why a lot of people come here. Now I see why it's so popular. Even the seating is very simple and intimate. I feel like I'm stepping into his own living room. The kitchen is literally right in front of me. Feels like I'm at the dinner table and my mom and dad are just whipping it up in the kitchen. I see why they've been open for so many years. Let's try his barbecue sauce. That's like a liquid. Has a little bit of a spice to it. It just honestly doesn't need sauce. This thing is perfect just how it comes. It's just very cool to see how far you could go when you can perfect one item. Occasionally he'll have hot links or some type of glizzy on the grill, but for the most part he sells pulled pork. You can get it as a sandwich or by the pound. That sandwich is a perfect meal right there. This is literally a house in a small town, in a small neighborhood, just feeding the people good food. They have another part attached to the house where they do all the grilling and smoking. I heard people come from all over the country just for this sandwich. I'm glad I got here on a day that it wasn't too busy. I was able to get 2 sandwiches. Mr. Jones is in there whipping it up. He has so many awards just laid out. But these awards didn't come easy. Back in 2021, he faced a grease fire, but with the help of the community, he got everything rebuilt. Mr. Jones is back in business, doing what he does, making pulled pork sandwiches. Such a humble man. That experience was just super intimate. He literally packs your food into a brown paper bag. It feels like he just packed my lunch for school. He even has his guests write down their names in this little book. I already know there's some very popular names in there. I've had some of the best barbecue this week, but I can only pick one winner to be my favorite barbecue. Don't take this personal, but I gotta go with Salt Lick. You just can't go wrong with Texas barbecue. Texas just knows how to smoke their meat. Texas can cook. Texas people can just cook. Texas knows how to fire up the grill. Like, you can't beat a good beef rib and brisket. Like, no matter the size of the pit or the size of the menu, I feel like if you put the right love and time into your barbecue, you come out with some generational barbecue. I've eaten so much barbecue this week, I literally feel like I'm about to turn into a rib. I like it, I approve, and yes, I would try it again,